for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner? Barely hang out with these days. What's a lame to a real one? Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Never turn my back on my guys when they need me. Gotta give respect for my job, it ain't easy. In a good mental state, and God is the reason. This is plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane in Japan, I ain't leaving. They say seeing is believing. Well, here's a briefcase with $1 million even. This all week, no days off. This hard work gon' pay off. I made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job, put it in the safe. Never know when I'm gon' need that. Came here with my gang, you don't know where your homies at. Gave you a lot of game, you don't owe me back. You say you a boss, gotta show me that. Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. I got Game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up? I got Game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up?
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the L.A. Chargers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. For the returner, Trey Tucker going to bring this one out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Well, right away, they'll change the look. Our first carry for the All-Pro running back, it's Josh Jacobs. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. That's to the rookie from Notre Dame, Michael Mayer. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
And Notre Dame seems to be turning into tight end U. And they just seem to churn out those reliable chain-moving pass catchers. And Mayer, one of the best in that line. Las Vegas, fortunate to get him in round 2 and plug him in as a starter.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Jacobs. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2nd and goal from the 1. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hightower. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. On play action, they'll throw. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And Garoppolo's going to change the play. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got a stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football back at their own 17. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And some room to maneuver. And the Raiders pick it up. How about this? He's to the 10.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone as a former defender, you know it hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
Not only does it hurt, the laughter in film is going to be intense. You are going to get jumped on for not making it all the way to the end zone.
White, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Trey Tucker from a yard out. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Now a throw here to his running back. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. In motion right comes Allen. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now their versatile running back. Here's Austin Eckler. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now Herbert going to change the look. Now a play fake here on first down. He finds his target, Allen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Herbert operating from the red zone. This is caught. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Herbert now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. Touchdown. Keenan Allen. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Chargers go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to.
Oh, a Cardinal sin there, thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Now he's loose at the 40. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. This is a counter play. Eckler. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he returns this to the 22. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Jacobs with a carry on 1st down as he'll get about 3 there before he's taken down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Oh, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Play action, Garoppolo. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
This will be fielded at the 17. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Play action. It's Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, L.A. Quentin Johnston. 52 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now up to 14. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left. More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
This is taken around the 12. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On Herbert, his third interception. Picked up by Divine Diablo. He's on his way.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 28-24 game. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hightower. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. A final shot before the break for Herbert. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Out of the end zone, here comes Hightower. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
3rd and 2, Herbert. He's got Allen, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. On first down, Justin Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And quickly they get to the line. Herbert's throw caught by Olave. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Out of the gun, Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be.
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thing? That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Garoppolo now. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10. At their own 26. Now back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught by Tucker. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And now here is another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's Olave bringing in another one. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert now. And the Raiders have got him. Jerry Tillery. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Escaping the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas 1st. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Garoppolo on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Garoppolo's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. Garoppolo. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Austin Hooper from 6 yards away. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Garoppolo looking to throw for it. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Charger drive about to get going. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for L.A. 51 yards. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On first down, it's Herbert. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, a run from White. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Able to hit his target, it's Mayer. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. One final try now for Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out.